Summa Biologica. Making sense out of biology. Classification and common sense. We've got to get back to basics and make biology conform to common sense. Biology is all about classifying different forms of life. In classifying life, consistent with common sense, we find that not all biology, as taught in schools, colleges, universities, hospitals, and research institutes worldwide, is wrong or false. But some of it is plainly false. And worse, some of it is even morally wrong. That's what we have to clear up. First of all, biological language is full of Latinisms. That's too complicated and makes biology hard to remember. Besides, Latin is a dead language and cannot be part of biology to begin with, because none of its words is alive. Already, dear reader, you're thinking, gotcha, because this paper has a Latin title, Summa Biologica. Lest we lie in the abyss of contradiction. Here's why. The sheer significance of turning biology into common sense, especially in this century of biology, Summa Biologica deserves to be ranked among William of Ockham's Summa Logica and St. Thomas Aquinas' Summa Theologica, the truly summas of all time. What they did for logic and theology, we now do for biology. We classify life in living terms. Real life takes 4 dynamic forms: swimming, walking, including running and jumping, and flying. Here, taxonomy recapitulates common sense. Real life is made up of fish, which swim in water, animals, which walk on earth, birds, which fly in air and walk on earth. And then there's bugs, which do all 3. Yes, bugs do all 3. They can swim, walk, and fly. There's a bit of bug in every fish, animal, and bird, but not conversely. There's not a bit of fish, animal, or bird in any bug. Therefore, bug, B-U-G, not DNA, is the fundamental unit of real life. The first biological principle of the 21st century and beyond. This makes the order of superior life forms obvious, because they cannot walk at all. Fish are the most inferior of really living things. Because they can walk and sometimes swim, animals are superior to fish. Birds are superior to animals, because they can both fly and walk. Traditional biologists' birds, which cannot fly, are not birds at all. They're animals. The same holds true for ants, which cannot fly. While they resemble true bugs, they're merely animals. True bugs are superior to all 3 because they can swim, walk, and fly. Our classification of species is somewhat different than Darwin's, and those who, even today, blindly repeat his errors. Getting back to basics, is nothing more than getting back to bug, B-U-G. In correcting traditional biologists' errors, however, sincere and unintentional they may be, we arrive at bug-based biology with order and simplicity built in, not added on. The classification of life forms is based upon degrees of freedom, as it should be, and is listed in descending order. We call our new taxonomy the Bug Book of Life. Therein, bug and its recombinants in true air, land, and water bugs are given in fourfold classifications. 1. True bugs. Bugs. All bug, bug, and only bug. 2. Air bugs. Birds. Less bug than bugs, more bug than animals. 3. Land bugs. Animals. Less bug than birds, more bug than fish. And 4. Water bugs. Fish. Less bug than animals. This, not the so-called Genome Project, is the real Book of Life. What about plants, you ask? Aren't plants alive? And shouldn't they be in the Bug Book? Aren't they made out of B-U-G too? Well, the answer to that question requires an answer to a bigger question. What is life anyway? This brings us to the botany question. The botany